Okay, so here we have a Landcom Estate with their duck pond, and we're going to have a look to see how that duck pond has progressed over the years, because really it's become a bit of a disaster. Why? Well, yes, it does filter runoff water from the rain, and it looked like this at one stage. As you can see by this diagram, it says completed rain gardens. Yes, and a close-up of the shot looks like this. However, the difference is that it looks like this, a complete mess. It has not been maintained. Once Landcom sell off the estate, Wollongong City Council is supposed to maintain it. But as you can see, it seems to have been maintained by nobody. And what has grown up around all these artefacts is crofton weed. Crofton weed is a very nasty little weed that just gets in everywhere. The only way you can get rid of it is to actually pull it out of the ground, so some of the local people tell me. But there's a lot of other stuff there, including dead stuff. Dead branches, pine needle trees. It's all supposed to be clean and maintained. Everything in there should be cleaned up, because it invites a bushfire disaster in the middle of a subdivision. This is a highly proven bushfire zone. We've had bushfire storms through the area long before this was built. But this would be some sort of a trigger with drifting embers if it is not maintained by Wollongong City Council. And it's a disgrace that it's not. Once the edge of the duck pond looked very reasonable, but this is what happens when you don't maintain it. It becomes a mess. Duck feathers, duck poo, God knows what else everywhere. And there's that crofton weed insidiously getting in there. Look, there's a dead tree there, a little tree there, expired. It's just not right. Heavily overgrown, and you can't even get next to the edge of the water. Not even the ducks there having a bit of a hard time too. As a matter of fact, the duck population is becoming fewer, and we can see the overflow system there in the middle of the pond, or east end of the pond. And this is the track that they use to get a vehicle in, a boat in to clean, supposedly. Look, when was the last time a boat went in there to clean anything out? And here we have the surrounding wall in case there's an overflow. And this is what's happened over the years. The needle pines have grown up, and once again, there's that crofton weed. We go in to have a look at this structure where the overflow goes into the creek that exits. We see dragonflies, which is always a nice thing to see, but we also see waste in the water there, rubbish, and more stuff on the ground, more of this crofton weed that seems to be a mecca for it. And this is what it looked before. We understand the plants grow to filtrate the system. We can see that here in that side photograph, but look, this is just so totally overgrown. It needs a thorough clean out. Well, this is the drain from the filtration system you saw in the duck pond. Water comes out here, and as you can see, it used to be really good flowing, but hang on a moment, everything is clogging up downstream, getting full of weeds. Once again, a crofton weed, it sure gets around. The idea is to stop the spread of weeds, yet at the same time, it's enticing them all. Now, this might filtrate the siltation from the runoff, but still though, I think at times you do have to maintain it. Here's another area, and you can just see once again, it's all just full of grass and weed. Not cleaned. It should be cleaned and maintained. And as I say, the bushfire danger should be reduced by reducing the material. Otherwise, I'll just have to have a bushfire burn-off in the middle of a subdivision. Now let's have a leisurely look at the duck pond itself and the ducks. And it's always really rather quite pleasant to see these little quackers. And what we have here though is a lot of droppings and a lot of pollution in that water. Somehow I don't think it should really be like this, and it seems to border on being stagnant. Okay, rain has been few and far between, but there should be some sort of device that can help put a current around through it so things keep flowing, and I don't think it's that hard to do. The pond used to be full of eels, but can't see any here in this footage. But I certainly see a lot of, duck droppings in there and whatever else. And surely this can't be right. There's rubbish in there. Look, we can see some rubbish over there. Dragonflies seem to like it, but this is not right. It shouldn't be like this at all. The residents around there, well, do they take it for granted? I don't know. Perhaps they're not all that concerned, but they should be, for we are in an environmentally sensitive area. But the bigger concern, as I've already pointed out, is the fact that it's key for a bushfire through all the growth around this duck pond. So let's have a little look here in our little feathered friends. And as cute as they are, the water they swim in should be a lot better than this. Yes, indeed, a need for a tidy and a clean-up and a beautification. People pay a lot of money in rates. Even in Helensburgh, it's over $2,000 a property. Even the railing and decking needs replacing. Something much more durable. And is this actually allowed in a high bushfire zone? Is this the sort of material that is supposed to be usable? Here's a seat, and look at the back of it. You know, people are supposed to lean against this with the graft and weed. I don't know. I mean, unless you make noises about these things, they just get totally ignored. The council are quite happy to accept rates and do whatever they do with it. Because they certainly don't do anything with it here. So after all, we don't want to see this again.